When someone calls themselves an expert, what does that actually mean? Is it someone with a degree, or someone who's been doing it for 20 years, or someone who's made millions? Well, I don't think any of those definitions are accurate or helpful for people who want to know which expert to hire, not even the person who is very successful themselves. I found that there are 3 distinct levels of expertise. Most people stop at level 2, and if your goal is to become a thought leader, level 2 isn't enough. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly where you are on the expert ladder, and more importantly, what it takes to climb to the next level. Let's dive right in. So let me give you the framework of the 3 different levels. Okay, so level 1 is knowledge, right? You've gained the education, you've gained the certificate or the degree, or you've taken the courses, you've had the conversations, you've had debates, you've watched all the YouTube videos, you've done the research, okay? So when you've gained all the knowledge, you've become a level 1 expert. And it's become very common for level 1 experts to be teachers or to be hired as employees, right? Okay, so what is level 2? Level 2 is when you've gone out and taken all this knowledge and applied it successfully. You've personally had success, right? You've built a business, or you've lost weight, or you've learned how to do something, you've learned to play an instrument or developed a skill, you've created a software, you've invested successfully. So I like to look at it this way. Once you gained the knowledge, you took a look at where you're at point A, and you want to get to point B. So let's just use real estate investing for the example. You took the course on real estate investing, but you're not there yet. You haven't had success in investing. So you were at point A, but point B is you have properties that have made you money, right? You've been successful, you've been profitable in that. To invest in real estate and to fail and to go into the negative, that would not count as success. So a level 2 expert is someone who has achieved success in their endeavor, right? So level 1 is knowledge, level 2 is personal success. So what's level 3? The word that I'm going to use is transformation. You'll understand why I call it that in a minute, but level 3 means you can take somebody else by the hand and lead them to success. So when you became level 2, your personality, your learning style, and your application of things led to certain obstacles, certain challenges. And when you failed, you had to pick yourself up and try again and keep going, right? That's why there's such a big difference between level 1 and level 2. Well, there's also a big difference between level 2 and level 3 because the people that you help, the people that you take by the hand, they have different personalities. They have different strengths, different weaknesses. They're going to have different trials and challenges along the way. But if you can successfully help them navigate those things and they become successful, then you are a level 3 expert. So level 3 expertise requires that you help other people be successful, right? So if you're a level 2 expert, and you start coaching or consulting someone else, that doesn't make you a level 3 expert. A level 3 expert means that those people succeed. Now, I talk a lot about thought leadership and becoming a thought leader, becoming the go-to authority in your entire industry, right? When people are searching online, finding you at the top. Okay, so when we talk about that level of thought leadership, what level of expertise is needed? Well, absolutely level 3. There's a lot of level 2s, and unfortunately, there are a lot of level 1s that want to be thought leaders, or they step into roles that actually require level 3 expertise, but they're not there yet. I mean, imagine somebody who's a level 1 expert that offers consulting, right? They can teach you what the books say, they can teach you the theory, but they've never been in the trenches. So when you're in the trenches and you're hitting an obstacle, why would you trust that person's advice? They should not be offering consulting. But think about it from the other perspective. When a business or an individual is looking to hire a consultant, they want to find a true thought leader, somebody who really understands their situation, somebody who has had personal success, but ultimately somebody that can take them by the hand and ensure their success. That's what they want. When they hire somebody who's positioning themselves as a thought leader or as that consultant, they're looking up to you, believing that you can help them get results. Not that you can answer all the questions, that you can pass a test, or that you have that degree, but they believe that you can help them get results. So the question I have for you is, I've talked about this, no guilt trips, everyone's got to start somewhere. Where are you currently at? Are you a level 1 expert yet? Are you there? Have you achieved level 1? What about level 2? Have you found success in what you do? Have you found success in your space? What about level 3? Are you truly a level 3? Have you taken any shortcuts? Have you skipped any corners to get to level 3? No matter what level you're at, you need to have evidence to support where you're at, right? Evidence for level 1 is a degree, and it doesn't have to be a degree, that's just evidence for that. What evidence do you have for each level? The evidence for level 3 is testimonials, it's case studies. So do you have those? Do you have client success stories? Do you have case studies that you can share with people? Is there anything visual that you can show in your portfolio? Do you have testimonials from happy clients? Another question I want to ask is, what's keeping you from jumping to the next level? Now, the jump from level 2 to level 3 is significant. Like, how do you do that? How do you first help someone? You're going to offer them, or you're going to consult them, or whatever that is. You're going to take them by the hand. But if you're not a level 3 expert yet, how do you do that? Well, I honestly did it by offering my services for free to 2 individuals. That allowed me to become a level 3 expert. They weren't willing to pay me because I did not have a track record of success, but I convinced them that I knew what I was doing. I was confident that I could help them. And so I offered my services completely for free, and boy, did I get results for them. It was really, really good. Okay, so other people saw that and they said, Nate, I want you to do for me what you did for them. If you want to become a thought leader, now that you know the level of expertise you need, you also need to build the 3 parts of a personal brand. Most people think that personal branding is just about their image, how they look, their logo, their website, but there are 2 other critical pieces that most everyone overlooks, and it's the reason why many highly qualified experts never become recognized thought leaders. In my episode, What is Personal Branding?, you'll discover a complete framework behind building a personal brand that leads to thought leadership, so you can build your brand with confidence instead of unknowingly stopping where most experts do. I'll see you there.